Hello, I am your host David Smith with Weasel News, and in this episode we will be interviewing the most dangerous part of Los Santos in the hood named Davis. I will be interviewing gangs like Bloods, Ballas, The Family, and even the Vagos coming up soon. This is David Smith from Weasel News. Here we got the first street of Davis. The name of this street is Strawberry. This is where LSB resides, the Los Santos Bloods. I'm going to try to get a quick interview. Sir, may I ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah.
So I believe you're in a gang called LSB, correct?
Yep.
Can you just tell me a little bit about it, sir?
Wait till that Fed gets a little far. Alright, so basically right now we are on Strawberry, aka Fordham Drive. This is basically Strawberry is basically a region in Davis where LSB resides. As you can see, we're on the block of Strawberry. But yeah, LSB just basically means Los Santos Bloods, and as you can see, the lowrider behind me, pretty nice. But yeah, that is where we currently are.
So is there any reason why it's the color red specifically?
Well, obviously, that, in LA, Los Angeles, there's been a history between Bloods and Crips for a long time. And basically, this just happens to be the region. Obviously, it's called Strawberry. Strawberries are red, so that is probably one of the biggest reasons why. Also, if you look at things throughout the block, like the beer and wine shop right behind you, or you go down the block, you look at the corner store, the poles are painted red, the words are red, so that just symbolizes, the color of this region. So yeah, that's just basically why.
Now, would you say this is a very dangerous area to live in, especially this block right here?
I would say that the hood is very dangerous out here, but, as you can see, like, I'm just posted out, out here on Strawberry, because, if you're out here with us and you're good with us, you're going to be fine. You're not going to get hurt. You know what I mean? Most of it consists of, like, things that happen on Carson Avenue, which is right down the street, or if maybe down on Grove Street, but nothing really crazy happens on this block. As you can see, I'm just out here posted. Ain't nothing really going on. The media kind of makes it seem like there's shootings 24/7, but it's really not like that. We just chilling out here.
So, sir, I am required to ask this for the interview. Do you have any enemy gangs? 'Cause I am informed that there are different types of gangs out through Davis. So, do you have any enemies?
Yeah, there's a ton of ops out here. Our biggest ops would be, Gang Green or The Family, right on Carson Avenue, right across the street. We've had problems with them for years. Obviously, the Vagos we don't get along with either. As of recently, the Ballas and us have had some issues, but for the most part, we've been cool throughout history. But yeah, we got a ton of opposition in Davis.
Can you show me where this green gang, for sake, posts on your territory?
All right, so very rarely do they post right here near the garbage. Sometimes they'll be posted right here, right outside this. That's another thing. We have a lot of stores on our block, which is very nice. But yeah, this is just an alleyway they could be posted on. But for the most part, they're posted right here by these parking garages, or they could be posted by this graffiti here. And I don't know if you see them, but they're actually posted right now. So I'm so sorry for the viewers at home, but I'm gonna have to smoke my ops live on air.
Ladies and gentlemen, in America, I think we might witness some violence. Oh my goodness. Wow.
All right, well, I gotta go because the police are coming. So I'll see you
That is
later.
interview number one. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Gang LSB. As you see, we just witnessed some crime right now. Davis is the highest crime rate in the city. And as you just saw, they do not play around when it comes to territory and gangs. Let's move on to Carson Avenue. Interview number two. I'm currently on Carson Avenue, which is the residence of Gang Green, which is believed to be the most second violent gang in Los Santos, aka the Davis residence. Actually, we have a member right here. Excuse me, sir? 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 Do you have time for a quick interview?
Yes, I will do an interview.
Alright, you can just pull over. So can you just tell me a little bit about this Gang Green?
Yeah, right now we on Carson Avenue in Chamberlain Hills, the western region of Davis. This is our territory, and this is where the family resides.
So do you guys have any enemy gangs? Because we have interviewed some other gangs and they said you were a top enemy. So do you have anything to say to that? Any enemy gangs?
Yeah, the Ballas been in opposition to us for years. Back in the 90s, Grove Street actually used to be occupied by the family, but the Ballas claim they took it over, but we still believe it's our territory. And also, LSB right down the street, you know, we still believe that's our block because in the 90s, we owned Grove Street, we owned Strawberry, Carson. Most of Davis was just the family. Are you okay?
Yeah, yeah. Continue, continue.
But yeah, in the 90s, like we just kind of occupied Davis. So all these new gangs want to come in and claim territory. So I'd say LSB and the Ballas are really the biggest opposition because we feel like they're on our turf. Lamar and Franklin have made a huge impact on this community. I mean, because of them, we got the baseball field, we got the basketball courts all behind our block. You know what I mean? They all funded, to put those there. They, invested money into, making our block cleaner. And if you walk down the block, Lamar's weed business, the organic store, is literally right on our block, so we can purchase his weed whenever we want. That's another thing he did for us. So he just made a big impact on our community and really put the family on the map.
All right, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the interview. Have a nice day.
Yep.
Stay safe out there in these streets. Now we are pulling up to Grove Street, which is believed to be the oldest gang in Los Santos history. Pulling up right now, looking for a quick interview. Excuse me, sir? Sir? Do you have time for a quick interview?
Yeah, I do.
So can you just tell me a little bit about the gang you're affiliated with and where we are right now?
We are currently on Grove Street / O Block. This is the oldest block in Davis. You know what I mean? This is the true original block. If you played, the old Grand Theft games, that Grove Street, all that was just huge in the 90s.
Now we know in the city of Los Santos, especially in this current area we're in, Davis, I believe it's called. Are you guys on the higher up archy of the gangs? Like, are you a powerful gang? Are you kind of lower, or like, where you guys rank gang wise?
I think we're the best gang in the city. We have the most members, you know what I mean? We have the most cars, houses, stuff like that. The only problem is we're not as funded from the city as Carson Avenue is or as much as Strawberry is. I feel like ever since the 90s, this block has been kind of left alone. So, like, we've been trying to have the city fund us a little bit to just, clean up our blocks a little bit. But overall, we are the strongest block in Davis.
What is your number one enemy gang in Los Santos?
Obviously, that would be the family, you know what I mean? Because they are, in a time crisis, they still think that they run Grove Street just because, you know what I mean? They were on Grove Street in 1993, but, a bunch of time has passed and they just can't get over the fact that this whole region is just, our region, you know what I mean? So we have other additional ops like LSB and Vagos, you know what I mean? LSB originally, we were on okay terms with, but because of a money dispute, we're beefing with them currently, and that's kind of what boosted the crime rate, and that's probably why you're here interviewing me. So,
I was actually going to ask about that because recently gotten a lot of reports you've seen on the news recently. If you follow up with Weasel News, we've seen a lot of reports of actually deaths between LSB and Ballas, and most of our deaths are actually on your hand. So I just want to ask you a couple of questions about that dispute. Like, we do know both gangs are cool at a certain point, so maybe like at any point can you guys get cool again, or is this just it's done?
I mean, once you, cross a certain line, like a certain amount of blood is shed amongst both sides, there really is no going back and there is no squashing beef. So it just looks like it's between us, LSB, it's just going to be beef now. You know what I mean?
Okay, thank you, sir, for your time. Definitely appreciate that interview. Have a good day. All right. Yo, he just took my car. Oh, nah. I'm gonna be a gang. Get off my car. Okay, from a Weasel News, out the pole too. Ah. Yeah.
Yo, look at this
Don't
lady.
ever do
She
that.
took a green logo. Or no, she didn't.
Don't ever do that. Oh, we gotta get out of here. I'm about to lose my job. Okay, let's moving on. All right, next up, we are currently in the Jamestown residence. This block is called Rancho. I believe this is the hometown of the Vagos. Yep, I think we see one right here. Excuse me, sir. Sir? You mind if you have time for a quick interview? Just a quick interview. It'll only be 5 minutes. Just a couple questions.
See.
Okay. So you want to just tell me a little bit about this Vagos gang you're in?
Nosotros estamos en Jamestown en este momento.
So my translator just said you are currently in Jamestown. This is, I believe, the street that we're located on, and Rancho is the community. Do you guys have any enemy gangs? You know, Vagos is very far from other blocks, from Strawberry, from Carson Avenue, and also from Grove Street. You guys have your own little private complex. So can you just tell me just a little bit of any enemy gangs? I know you do have a couple.
Nosotros odiamos a todas las familias.
So, I mean, hating all gangs in Davis, especially Los Santos, you know, that is very dangerous because there are a lot of different gangs. I mean, like you see it across the street. We have Grove Street, which is the Ballas, so, you know, they're a very old gang, so I know you have beef with them. And you said you also have beef with LSB and the family, so, I mean, that's a lot of just targets on your head. So just how do you feel about just being the most hated gang in Los Santos?
A nosotras no nos importa.
So you don't care. So you actually like the attention, you like the heat, you like just the lifestyle of the shaky lifestyle, always having to watch your back, always having to carry a gun with you. That's pretty interesting. Even I am a news reporter, but I definitely do respect just the lifestyle you live. Final question, like, what is your current relationship with the Aztecs? Because I was trying to book an interview with them, but unfortunately they were not open to interviews. So can you just tell me, like, are you and the Aztecs cool, or what's going on with that?
Nosotras somos geniales.
Okay, so you guys are on good terms. I know you both are similar Hispanic gangs. So that's all the questions I had for you. That was my final question. But thank you for your time, sir.
Gracias.
Definitely do appreciate it. Have a nice day.
I went back to the trap, yeah, you know it's my go-to. Yeah, I stole his lyrics and I stole his whole flow too.